Someone opened fire at the White House Correspondents Dinner, the most scrutinized, most photographed event in Washington. Iran and the US held what were supposed to be historic peace talks, and depending on who you ask, they either ended or just paused, and there's a meaningful difference. And in southern Lebanon, IDF soldiers were filmed destroying solar panels in a Christian village just days after a statue of Jesus was smashed in the same town. 3 stories, one mountain of misinformation, and we're gonna cut through it. I'm Shir Perets, and this is Scratching the Surface. Welcome back to the show where we cut through the noise, challenge the headlines, and ask the questions people don't want asked. This week, we're debunking the newest intriguing developments on the Iran conflict. Is it really over? Who was shooting at the White House while we are currently in the middle of a ceasefire extension? The answer might still be inconclusive, but the threats are very real. And so is the ever-growing wave of conspiracy theories. Was Iran behind the White House Correspondents Dinner shooting? Last night, the White House Correspondents Dinner, a DC institution that's been running for over 100 years, turned into a crime scene when shots were fired into the ballroom. Trump, Melania, Vance, and half the cabinet was rushed out by Secret Service. And before the smoke even cleared, social media had taken the story and run with it. Was it Iran, or was it staged? These really aren't the only 2 options. Let's be very clear about what we actually know. The suspect has been identified as Cole Thomas Allen, 31, from Torrance, California. He was armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and several knives, and fired at a Secret Service agent who was protected by his vest. Luckily, the agent was not seriously harmed, and Allen was taken into custody at the scene. Cole Thomas Allen is a Caltech engineering graduate, a part-time tutor, and all-around a normal guy. So why would he threaten the White House security? On Saturday, 2 sources told CBS News that after his arrest, Allen told law enforcement that he wanted to shoot Trump administration officials. That's the stated motive as far as we know right now. Just a domestic grievance, not an Iranian operation, and not a paid actor to distract from whatever it is the government may want to distract you from. Now, on to the conspiracy theories. Within minutes of the news breaking, posts were flooding in claiming Allen had Iranian origins or Iranian ties, some form of Iranian backing. Those claims circulated widely and were quickly debunked. Currently, there is no evidence linking him to Iran or any foreign connection whatsoever. On the flip side, you had people claiming the whole thing was staged and just a false flag, with the timing of the nuclear negotiations just being too convenient to be a coincidence. But here's the problem with that logic. A coincidence in timing is really not evidence of anything. This is a guy from Torrance, California, who told police exactly what he wanted to do. No cover story, just clear, real motive. After the incident, Trump was asked directly at the White House whether he thought the shooting had anything to do with the war in Iran. He said he didn't really think so, and that it wouldn't deter him from winning the war anyway. So we have 1 shooting, 1 suspect in custody, and no foreign actors even claiming the man as their own. Let's move on. Did Trump just blow up Iran peace talks? Now, to the diplomatic drama that is actually connected to Iran, just maybe not in the way the internet thinks. US-Iran nuclear negotiations have been grinding along through back channels in Pakistan. This week, the US team, starring Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, were supposed to fly there for the next round. And then, Trump pulled the plug. He told Fox News he wasn't sending his team on an 18-hour flight just to sit around talking about nothing, adding that we have all the cards, and that Iran could call whenever it was ready. So, did Trump essentially torpedo the talks? Here's what's interesting. Right before the US president made that announcement, 2 Pakistani government sources told Reuters that the Iranian delegation had already left Islamabad. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi was among those who departed after already meeting with Pakistani officials. Araghchi then posted on X that his visit was very fruitful, but pointedly said that he has yet to see if the US is truly serious about diplomacy. Both sides are spinning this as the other one blinking first. The Iranians left even before Trump canceled. Trump canceled after the Iranians left, or maybe even because of it. What we can actually confirm, no talks are happening today, and neither side is admitting weakness. Everything else right now is positioning. Don't let anyone tell you they know how this ends. Is the IDF systemically targeting Christians in Lebanon? This story has been spreading fast, and it's an important one. A video surfaced of Israeli soldiers destroying solar panels in the southern Lebanese village of Debil. The IDF confirmed it is real, launched an investigation, and told Israeli broadcaster Khan that what's seen in the footage is not in line with the IDF's values and the conduct expected of its soldiers. The panels weren't just abandoned infrastructure. They were powering the homes of hundreds of residents still living in the village with IDF permission. This is also the second incident from the same village in a week. Last week, a soldier in Debil was photographed smashing a statue of Jesus, and the IDF didn't look the other way. That soldier has been removed from combat and given 30 days of military detention. The soldier who filmed it got the same punishment, and 6 others who stood by and said nothing were summoned for disciplinary proceedings. So, bad behavior, caught and punished. An investigation is now open on the solar panels. That's not the picture of an army with a policy against Christians. It's an army dealing with discipline problems in the field, and so far, holding soldiers accountable when it catches them. The incidents are real and the outrage is understandable. But soldiers behaving badly and institutional war on Christians are two very different claims. Right now, only the first one is supported by what we actually know. So, 3 stories. We have a gunman with no foreign connections, a diplomatic standoff nobody wants to own, and soldiers who stepped out of line, in a situation more complicated than the clips make it look. But we're just scratching the surface. All 3 of these events are still developing, and tomorrow, everything might look different. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and remember, for the latest news and updates, head to jpost.com.